Yeah. Bhasa. I think he's also a debated person. Ivaroda kalam, we don't know his time frame, but he's also a little bit older in style than Kalidasa and others. So yeah, Pakla.
भासः उपलभ्यमानेषु रूपकेषु भासनाटकानि एव प्राचीनानि इति निश्चितमेव. Among the available रूपकं, the dramatic works, Bhasa's plays are the most ancient.
Even before Kalidasa, because I think Kalidasa is placed around 5th or something, and this Bhasa's date is even earlier, or a 3rd, 4th century.
Predating even Kalidasa. एतदीयानि अपि बहुकालं अलब्धप्रचाराणि एव आसन्. For a long time, his works remained without recognition. Without
actually, they were not even published for a long time. It was much later that these plays came. It was published only in the 1800s. So, appada. Or, yeah, very late. So, Alabdha Pracharani, it had never found its, it was never widespread. Yeah. Etadiyani Natakani. Connection to that. Yeah.
His works are
other than Natakam, he hasn't done anything else, right?
He hasn't. There are only 13 Natakas that are prasiddham that we know. 13 the Bhasa Nataka Chakramba, but he is going to enumerate some 20 works of his. You had a question? Yeah.
Yeah, these are the ones that were found in Kerala,
yes.
Like the Kudiyattam, though I think they.
This is very prevalent in there, and the Kathakali, Kudiyattam, Adilalla, it was very popular. Madhyama Vyayoga. So they had adapted these into their Malayalam, Siladu, Sanskritam. They retained some Sanskritam. And the madri edo irundhudu.
So that had come in the theatre art, but later only they found the works.
Yes.
Full works. Yes. Okay.
Ganapati Iyer, right?
Ganapati Shastri.
Yeah.
किन्तु अनन्तपुरमहाराजैः संस्कृत अभिमानिभिः मुद्रापितानि इदानीम् उपलभ्यन्ते. But now, thanks to this Anantapur Maharaja, who's Sanskrit Abhimani, who's a lover of Sanskrit, it was published and printed out, and so now they have been made available.
So Mudrapitani Upalabhyante. So Mudrapitani, the Natakam, the plays which have been printed are available. The plays which have been printed by Anantapur Maharaja, who is a great lover of Sanskrit, are now available.
Srimadbihi Ganapati Shastri Prabhritibihi Panditaihi Parishkrutani Sopodghatam Prakatitani Idanim Trayodasha Sankhyaakani Upalabhyante. So that scholars like Ganapati Shastri and all those, there is foreword of that, and they have carefully edited all those works for their authenticity, and so now these kind of introductions provided by this Ganapati Shastri and 13 plays of Bhasa are available now.
Fair. Okay. So the 13 Parishkritani is edited. Okay. Sopodghatam Prakatitani, that becomes a Kriya Visheshanam to Prakatitam. So they have been edited and published along with published in such a manner that it is present with Upodghata, with an introduction, with a detailed introduction. By Ganapati Shastri and other Pandits, 13 numbers of those Natakas are available today. Yeah.
So how many way? So each one Natakam is by one in the tea?
தெரியல எனக்கு. I don't know about those details, but in general there was a set of scholars who were working for that, and they did it. But mainly Ganapati Shastri was responsible for the edition. He was the Trivandrum Sanskrit series. La nariya books were published under his edition. You find even he has written one Vyakhyanam for Kiratarjuniyam also. The first three sargas he has written Vyakhyanam. So, Madri, he has done a great work, this Ganapati Shastri. I think he must have headed one set of scholars there.
People. ततोपि अधिकानि भासेन नाटकानि रचितानि इति पण्डितानाम् अभिप्रायः. So scholars are of the opinion that more than 13 plays have been composed by Bhasa.
ततः अपि त्रयोदशतः अपि अपि.
So because 13 have been found, and something that even more than that were
Exists.
done by composed by Bhasa. मालविकाग्निमित्रे प्रस्तावनायां भाससौमित्रिककविपुत्राविति भासम् अधिकृत्य प्रशंसा कृता. In the prologue of Malavikagnimitram, which is a natakam by Kalidasa, a shloka praising Bhasa and Saumitrika and Kaviputra are mentioned. So from there, the Bhasa.
I think Kaviputra is different. So Saumitraka and Bhasa are the two.
They both are Kaviputra. Okay.
Someone has, you have read Malavikagnimitram recently, right?
Yes.
So this mention should be there.
Yeah.
So the text says, Bhasa Kaviputra Saumillakadinam iti prathita yashasam Bhasa Kaviputra Saumillakadinam prabandhana atikramya Vartamana kavehe Kalidasasya kriyayam katham parishadaha bahumanaha. So why is the audience so interested in a new kavi like Kalidasa when there are three playwrights like Bhasa, Kaviputra and Saumillaka who are all famous here? So this is given in the Prastavana right before the Shlokam Puranam ityeva nasadhu sarvam. So iti bhasam adhikritya prashamsa krita. The praise has been done about Bhasa.
Bhasa.
Then it is like Kalidas retort to that, like அதே மாதிரி அவரோட இதை கொண்டு வராரா, like புராணமிதி.
எல்லாமே பழசுங்கிறதுனால it is not necessary that it has to be great, and just because it is new you should not discount it immediately. If you are a proper critique, then you have to analyze. Santah parikshya anyatarad bhajante moodaha parapratyanaya buddhihi. It is a fool who is being led by everybody else. என்ன guts இருக்கணும்ல. No. Kalidasa says, Puranam ityeva nasadhu sarvam. You know, when he says there are big playwrights like Bhasa, Kaviputra and Saumillaka, why do we have to show the play of a new playwright like Kalidasa? Abdina, he starts off his Malavikagnimitram. And then he justifies his own action by saying, through the words of the Sutradhara, that you know what, you should not discount anything that is new. Nor do you have to அப்படியே வந்து புராணம் நட்டு கை கூப்பிட்டு இருக்க கூடாதுன்னு. You should not
it will be lovely. Yeah, it will be lovely if we can put the whole shloka here.
But it's there here. புராணம்
இத்தியேவ statement there.
சாப்தம் போட்டுருக்காங்க.
பாசன் வேணுமே, எதுக்கு இது நமக்கு? This is more about Bhasa, no? We will read Malavikagnimitram next.
Sorry, okay.
भासस्य रूपकानां पुरतः स्वीयकाव्यानाम् अपकर्षम् आशङ्कमानः कालिदासः पुराणमित्येव न साधु सर्वम् इति श्लोकं व्यरचयत् इति केचन वदन्ति. Some say that Kalidasa was fearing his own poetry will be like of diminished stature in comparison to Bhasa's dramas, Rupakas, and so he composed this work, Puranamityeva. Not everything is good just because it is old. something new should not be discounted, something like that. He has put
Compose
it.
that shloka. So Bhasasya Rupakanam Purataha, in front of Bhasa's Natakas, plays. Swakiya Kavyanam Apakarshanam Ashankamanaha, fearing the diminishing quality of his own works. Kalidasa has Puranamityevana sadhu sarvam iti shlokam vyarachayat. He composed this shloka iti kechana vadanti. So some say.
तस्मात् कालिदासकाले भासनाटकानां प्रचारः बहुलः आसीदिति वक्तुं शक्यते. Therefore, we can say that it can be said that Bhasa's plays were widely popular during Kalidasa's days.
Yeah.
Kalidasa time, Bhasa's Natakam has already gained popularity.
Yes.
कालिदासानन्तरं भासनाटकानां प्रचारः लुब्धप्रायमासीदिति तर्क्यते. After it is speculated that the popularity of the Bhasa's plays after Kalidasa's time it waned.
Okay, Kalidasa Anantaram, after Kalidasa's time or after Kalidasa's works, Bhasa Natakanam Pracharaha, the spread of Bhasa Nataka or the fame of Bhasa's plays, Lupta Prayaha irka, Prayam irka in the text.
Lupta Prayam Asit iti tarkyate.
Okay. So Lupta Prayam Asid iti tarkyate, which means Lupta Prayam, almost it was gone. Luptam is not seen at all. Adarshanam lopaha alya Vyakaranatla. So that is, it is not at all seen anywhere. Almost when you use that Prayam.
Almost extinct.
Almost extinct. Iti tarkyate. Probably because of Kalidasa's popularity, Bhasa Nataka lost it. But Bhasa Natakas are very cute plays. So, stageability kammi, but the language and the themes are all very different and very nice.
But you said like Kerala, they are doing the Kathakali and everything using Bhasnataka.
So without even attributing, no? See, they would have probably just said Madhyama Vyayoga, that's all. Or Kichakavadam. And the Madri, instead of doing that original drama, they take those things and they have used it, that's all. But then it was lost in between for several centuries until this Anantapur Raja or Ganapati Shastri came and brought it out. Until then, it was completely lost. Nobody gave it any attention.
Yeah, Terukottu also, they adopt just portions of it, right? Like they will write their own script.
Yeah, they don't need to attribute it or copyright. The sense of copyright itself has only emerged in recent times now.
तयापि लक्षणकारैः तत्र तत्र भासनाटकेभ्यः श्लोकान् गृहीत्वा उदाहरणतया प्रदर्शिताः. So the lakshanakas are like rhetorians, right? They have taken shlokas from Bhasanataka and presented them as examples here and there.
What do you mean by Lakshana? What did you say for the word?
Rhetoricians.
Oh.
Alankarikas. Lakshanakaras.
Okay.
अस्य नाटकेषु पाणिनीयव्याकरणविरुद्धाः प्रयोगाः दृश्यन्त इति कारणात् पाणिनीयव्याकरणप्रसिद्धेः पूर्वमेव इमानि नाटकानि लब्धप्रतिष्ठानि अभवन्. So in Bhasa's plays, usage in contrary to Panini's grammar are seen, so it can be
because of this reason iti karanat
because of this reason it can be speculated that these plays Bhasanatakas attained fame even before Panini grammar's prominence.
So it can be speculated illa inga shlokatla idla sentence la, but it is
Satyam
being
says that
speculated by
something was
Shankari that it is there. Okay.
so
Paniniya Vyakarana Prasiddehe Purvam. Before the fame of Paniniya Vyakarana, Imani Natakani Labda Pratishtani, these plays should have been well established. They were well established. Even before Panini's grammar was well established.
मृच्छकटिक कर्त्रा शूद्रकः सेकेंड मृच्छकटिक कर्ता शूद्रकः सेकेंड एडी कालिकः. So the composer of मृच्छकटिका, his name is Shudraka and his time is second AD. सतु भासकृतं दरिद्रचारुदत्तम् आधारीकृत्य मृच्छकटिकं प्रणिनाय. So he based his own work called Mrichakatikam based on Bhasa's work called Daridra Charudattam.
Daridra Charudattam is a work by Bhasa. Mrichakatikam is a work by Shudraka, which also has the main character as Charudatta and Vasanta Sena. Yeah. Praninaya.
It's a lit lakara.
Pra upasarga ninaya. So ni dhatu.
तस्मात् अयं भासः क्रिस्तोः पूर्वम् आसीदिति सुवचनं भवति. Therefore it's easy to say that Bhasa lived even before Christ.
In BC.
BC time. सुवचनं भवति. अस्य कवेः नाटकेषु कानिचन महाभारतकथान् अनुसारिणी. Katha Anusarini, because it's Bahuvachanam. So some plays of this poet are based on stories from Mahabharata.
They follow the Mahabharata Katha.
Mahabharata Katha, okay. Tani, those plays which follow the Mahabharata Katha are named, 6 of them are there. Pancharatram, Madhyama Vyayogah, Duta Vakyam, Duta Gatotkacham, Karna Bharatam,
Bharam, Karna Bharam da. Bharatam illa, Uru Bhangaha.
Oh, Karna Bharatam is there in this. Okay. Karna Bharam. Puru Bhangaha. Ityadini. So, more than 6 is there, Ityadini is there, and so on.
Maybe there are others which are also, not discovered as yet.
Oh, that way. Okay.
So that's why. Uru Bhangaha nanikkaradu. Illa Uru Bhangaha.
Yeah. Ekavachanam is Uru and Uru is Dvivachanam. But only one he breaks. He doesn't break both.
Only
one thigh he breaks.
Are you sure?
Yeah, left thigh.
Okay. எனக்கு என்னமோ எபிசோட் டிவி எபிசோட்ல ரெண்டுமே வைப்பார் அவரு.
அப்படியா?
Because he pointed at the left thigh and asked Draupadi to sit on it. So he breaks that thigh
only one thigh. Ama. Urubhanga. Okay, Urubhangam. Urubhangam iti natakam. So change it to Urubhangam.
Okay.
எல்லாம் ஒண்ணுதான், எனக்கே புரியல. சரி, இப்படி போட்டுப்போம். ஆமா, Urubhangam தான் published PDF-ல இருக்கு. So we'll go with that. Okay.
Tatra Pancharatri Ankanam.
Pancharatrama, Pancharatrama.
Pancharatri is what is there in this.
Okay. Alright, let me just check and tell you. If I look at the PDF, Pancharatram.
Only Pancharatram.
It's not Pancharatram, it's Pancharatram. Pancha Ratrihi adhikritya kritam natakam iti Pancharatram only. So we don't need Pancharatram here. Pancharatram is an agama.
They are saying Pancharatram in this. So previous plays also Pancharatram.
இல்ல, நான் கரெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கேன் actually.
Okay.
ஏன்னா Pancharatram is an agama. It's an agama text. Vaishnavagamam, Pancharatram.
Okay. Pancharatre Ankanam Tritayam Vartate. So in the Pancharatra, 3 Ankas, 3 scenes are there. Acts. Itarani Ekankitani. Rest are 1 act plays. Only 1 act. Itarani Ekankitani. So all the rest of the Ekankitani is there.
Ka. Okay, 1 act plays. So these are Madhyamabhya Yoga, Dutavakyam, Karnabharam, Gatotkacha, Murubhanga. These are all 1 act plays.
Ekankikani is what is it? Okay. Ekankikani. Kanichit Ramayana Katha Anusarini. Some other plays are in accordance with the story of Ramayana. They are only 2 are mentioned.
Yes, again, Ityadini, we don't know.
Okay. Pratima Natakam, Abhisheka Natakam, Ityadini. So 2 plays are based on the story of Ramayana and minimum 6 plays are based on the story of Mahabharatam. Pratima Natake Ayodhya Kandam Arabhya. Kandat Arabhya. Kandam Arabhya.
Kandad Arabhya. Matirmo.
Book also has Kandam Arabhya. Okay. Ayodhya Kandat Arabhya Kanta Panchaka Katha Upavarnita Asti. In that shloka, in that Natakam, Pratima Natakam, starting with Ayodhya Kandam, 5 Kandams are described.
The story of 5
Kandas are described. Abhisheka Natake Kishkinda Kandam Arabhya. Kandam. Kandat Arabhya Yuddha Kanda Paryantam Katha Vartate. In Abhisheka Nataka, starting with the Kishkinda Kandam up to the Yuddha Kandam, it is that story is in this Abhisheka Natakam. It's described there. Swapnavasavadatta
Balacharita.
अत्र कंस
बालचरितनाटकं तु भागवतानुसारि.
बालचरितनाटकस्तु भागवतानुसारि. So the Balacharitam Natakam is follows the story of Bhagavatam. It's in accordance with the Bhagavatam story. अत्र कंसवधपर्यन्ता कृष्णकथा वर्णिता अस्ति. So here the Krishna story up to the killing of Kamsa is described. Swapnavasavadatta Pratigna Yogandharayana Adini Brihatkatam Anusrutya Likitani. So the Pratigna
Yogandharayanam irukano.
Adini. Okay. And then Swapna Vasavadatta. So those 2 will be based on the Brihat Katha.
Yeah. It should be Swapna Vasavadattam and Pratigna Yogandharayana Adini. Or, okay, it should, I would just do it in a...
Okay. Samastapadam.
Samastapadam. So Swapna Vasavadattam and Pratigna Yogandharayanam are based on Udayana Vasavadatta story with Yogandharayana as the minister there. So these are based on Brihat Katha, and Brihat Katha in turn comes from the residue of Kathasarit Sagar, which was written in Paishachil, right? So Brihat Katha comes from there. We were talking about it last time.
Yeah. So, but Pratigna Yogandharayanam is even before Swapna Vasavadatta. So, should we not put that before Swapna Vasavadatta?
Alpach Purvamla.
So, because it's Samastapadam, we are changing like
yes.
This. Okay. Kiranavali Natakam Anena.
But we don't know, one more, we don't know whether Pratigna Yogandharayana, maybe timeline wise it could have been earlier, but it was written later in the Star Wars Padamari. You know, the 4, 5, 6 timeline wise it should be in the first, and then 1, 2, 3 timeline wise should be back from the Madri Tower.
Okay. Okay. Kiranavali natakam anena rachitam iti prasiddihi. So the Kiranavali is also another name of a play, and
It is supposed to have been
it's
written by
well
him there.
known that this play was also composed by Bhasa.
Mm.
Tattu nopalabhyate. It is
No.
not available today. It is not found today. आहत्य विंशति नाटकानि भासेन रचितानि इति तर्क्यते. Therefore,
எங்கிருந்து
it is
20
said that
வந்ததுன்னு தெரியல.
total. Huh?
So the number now is not at all 20. So 6 plus 2, 7, 8. Balacharitam 9. Swapnavasavadattam 10. Pratigna Yogandrayanam 11. அவ்வளவுதான் இருக்கு. And then Kiranavali maybe 12. But ahatya vimshatihi natakani bhasena rachitani iti tarkyate.
That means some more lines are missing from this essay.
No, not necessary. It could be in general. There are probably 20 that have been written by him. We don't know. So Ityadini also should include the other works.
Something which we don't know yet. So it said that in total 20 plays were composed by Bhasa.
In Wikipedia it says Avimaraka is another one. Charudatta is another one. And one possibly, and then one called Yajnaphalam, possible by the same person. And I'm not sure if he counted Duta Vakya.
Yes, it's there. In the 6.
Okay, then Pratima Nataka and Abhisheka Nataka, if you count, it comes to around 13 plus
extras.
13 plus 1, around 14, and then 15, Kiranavali 15. So, yeah, around 15 so far, I think.
Yeah. I think we missed out a bit. The Charudattam was mentioned before. Avimaraka is not mentioned here. That's the only thing, which is also based on Brihat Katha. So, Swapnavasavadatta, Pratigna Yogandharayana, and Avimaraka are based on Brihat Katha. Okay. Asya Kavehe.
अस्य कवेः रचनाम् आधारीकृत्य स्वस्य कालः आश्रयः देशः बन्धुवर्गः कीदृशी इति निर्णेतुं न शक्यते. It's not by making the works of Bhasa as the basis, it's not possible to determine the time, the play, time, his country, his relatives, all these things. Ashraya is like who was the patron for him, all those things.
Yeah, Swasya Kalaha, his time. Ashrayaha, whom did he serve? Like he should have been a court poet for him not to worry about money and just continuously write, no? So he should have had some ashrayam that way. So patron. Deshaha, which country he belonged to. Bandhuvargaha, who are all his relatives. Bandhuvargaha Kidrishaha. I think I should change it to Kidrishaha. Iti nirnetum na shakyate.
Iti nirnetum na shakyate. We cannot determine all that based on
the poet's work.
Poet's works. अस्य भासस्य श्लोकेषु मनोहरं भावमेव इतरे सुष्ठु ज्ञायते.
इतरे अगृह्णन् इति सुष्ठु ज्ञायते.
Agrinnan, it is not there in the book, but that's good. Yeah. So Bhasa's plays, not only the charming sentiment, the sushtu nyayate, right? That means
asya bhasasya shlokeshu manoharam bhavam eva itare agrinnan iti sushtu jnayate. So we understand that people only took the very beautiful sentiment that is there in Bhasa's Nataka. It is very easily known that people took only that.
So something else should be taken?
Shlokeshu manoharam bhavam eva sushtu jnayate.
That's what is there in this.
Then we don't need this. Itare agrannan.
Itare is there.
No, itare sushtu jnayate tappu. Then agrannan should be there. everybody, see, when you look at a play, what do you take from that play? Rasam, or do you take the patram, or do you take how he has delineated the character, something, you know. But the first thing that strikes us when we look at Bhasa's plays are the simplicity and the elegance of bhavam that he is able to bring out with simple words, simple themes, you know? So that is what people take from his play.
So itaraha itarau itarin bahuvachanam va?
Yes, bahuvachanam. So itare bhavameva agrinnan. People only took that bhavam from his shloka.
Manoharam bhavameva itare agrinnan iti sushtu nyayate. So it is from his shlokas, Bhasa shlokas, everyone took only the most charming and elegant bhavam, the sentiments from that. Tat kritishu कृतेषु नाटकेषु दुर्योधनपात्रम्
इदिल्ल भासनाटकेषु पात्रपोषणं सम्यक् कृतमस्ति
भासनाटकेषु पात्रपोषणं सम्यक् कृतम् अस्ति in his work the character the character development is done very well. He has developed each character very nicely in his place. तत्कृतेषु नाटकेषु दुर्योधनपात्रम् अति गम्भीरं मनोहरञ्च कृतम् अस्ति. The character of Duryodhana in the plays created by him is the character of Duryodhana is made very profound and charming. मूलकथां रसपोषणाय किल किञ्चिदिव परिष्कृत्य वर्णयामास. In order to protect the nourishment of the rasa, he has described the main story by slightly altering it, a slight refinement.
So Moolakatham Parishkritya, you start from here in order to bring out the rasa really well. Rasa Poshanaya Kila. Indeed, for Rasa Poshanam, Moolakatham Kinchidiva Parishkritya. Having changed it a little bit, Varnayamasa, he has described it. Even Kalidasa has done this.
You mean he has changed the character of Duryodhana to suit the apart, like in Mahabharata, the Duryodhana is a villain. Here is kind of brought out some good qualities.
Yeah,
just
even
like
Dushyanta
is a villain.
Dushyanta has been really, you should read that text in Mahabharata where he speaks so, let's say, really badly about Shakuntala. You will hate the character of Dushyanta. But then Kalidasa just eulogizes him and brings out the portrayal of a different Dushyanta from either the Padma Puranam or Mahabharata. That is the poet.
Even slightly, not kinchidiva.
But that's a Kavi. The Kavi's aim is to bring out a beautiful work and also to try to, eulogize characters there.
Right. I mean, it's like historical fiction, right? Like Ponniyin Selvan a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
But there is no such
upon history, but
real.
You create but all the dialogues, the characters, you don't know how
it's been created.
Created, right? Even the characters that you impose on the people, all that's created.
Yeah.
Okay. Here it is saying Pancharatram. So what we did before is good. Pancharatra Nataka Darshanena Ayam Kavihi Nirankushaha Na Kevalam Kavitayam Bhashayam Apicha Swatantraha iti Nishayo Bhavati.
Apitu Kalpanayam cha Swatantraha iti Nariya Abde Varta. It's the new edition, is it?
Yeah.
I think
missing lot of words.
Lot of words are missing. So Pancharatra Nataka Darshanena, by showing the play of Pancharatram, the Kavi, we understand, Nishchayaha Bhavati. It is very clear that the poet is Nirankushaha. He is independent, not only in poetry, na kevalam kavitayam, bhashayam, in language and in creativity. Apitu kalpanayam cha swatantraha saha. Nirankushaha and swatantraha are the same. There's no meaning. Nirankushaha, there is nobody prodding him to display such poetry here. Like, yeah, like Vedanta Deshika, in his mind, he probably wanted to excel Kalidasa, and so that was like a prod for him. But Bhasa had nobody there to work with, so he was swatantraha.
मनोहर कथा कल्पने अस्य प्रतिभा अप्रतिमा इति प्रतिमा उद्घोषते. So in his genius is incomparable in very beautiful, charming storytelling. So from the Pratima proclaims that.
On the full stop, is there a full stop there? Is there a full stop there?
Yeah, there is a Danda Chinnam.
Okay. Asya pratibha apratima iti pratima natakam. So Manohara Katha Kalpane, Asya pratibha, his creativity in creating a very charming story, is his creativity in that is completely incomparable. Hence, iti pratima.
So from that pratima comes from his natakam pratima, right? Does it allude to that?
அதுதான், அதாவது பிரதிமா விராஜதே அப்படி இருக்கணும். அண்ட் உத்கோஷதே அவிமாரகே
சுகுமாரபந்தம் விராஜதே.
பிரதிஜ்ஞாயாம் அஸ்ய பிரஜ்ஞா பிரஸ்புடா பவதி. That is very clear. I think பிரதிமா உத்கோஷதே. இது sorry.
The quote should not be there in that.
The quote should not be there and dandam should be here. Okay.
Yeah, that is where it is. Correct.
Okay. So asya pratibha apratima iti pratima natakam udghoshate. So the pratima nataka seems to proclaim that his pratibha, his creativity is apratima. He's just this author is playing with the words here. Avimarake sukumara bandham virajate. Avimaraka is the play here. Okay, again.
But what is the meaning of the word avimaraka?
Avimaraka,
one who cannot die, the one who cannot be killed. Avimaraka.
அப்படி இருந்தா இந்த சுகுமாரங்கிறது எப்படி வரும்?
அதான் எப்படி வருது? இந்த சுகுமாரக்க சேர்லையே அது.
சுகுமார பந்தம் விராஜதே. It's like a delicate bonding in that.
The words are all very beautifully connected.
In the natakam called Avimaraka.
So there's no direct meaning, like not like apratima pratima. Is it just this is just anuprasa, mara kumara. Oh,
that's all.
Mara. So he's doing anuprasa.
That's all. Sukumara. Avimaraka Natake, Sukumara Bandham Virajate. There is a very soft connection in that.
This writer is doing some anuprasa.
He is having fun with language.
Pratignyayam asya prajna prasputa bhavati. In the what is the pratignyaya? What name
Pratignya
is that?
Yogandharayane. Pratignya Yogandarayana is the play. In that play, his prajna,
his wisdom is very clear, becomes clear. Swapna Vasavadatta Aswapna Manohara Vartate. Oh, we can't even dream about the
it's so beautiful.
He's continuing his anuprasa.
I think I should change the paragraph here.
The second paragraph is Swapna Vasavadatta. Yes.
I should change this to some Ingend, I'm going to change the paragraph here.
Tracing of okay, everywhere. Okay. So even if we want to, we can't dream about Swapna Vasavadatta. Only he can, Udayana and all those people can.
Whatever.
Okay.
Charudattam.
Vichara Charu Bhavati. The Charudattam is also another name of the play, and
No,
in
no,
that
no. Charudattam is the name of the
beautifully
play.
made,
Vichara Charu garche, when you
beautifully
analyze
mixed.
it, it is very beautiful. Vichare Charu. Vichara Charu.
The name of the play is also Charudattam.
Bahuvrihi illa. Saptami. Vishayam vardilla.
Yeah.
Vichare,
Charudattam, Vichara Charu.
yeah, it's a Karmadare.
Yeah, Tatpurusham dane. Saptami Tatpurusham dane.
Vichare Charu Bhavati.
Yeah, Vichare Charu, Satyam.
मध्यमः तनुमध्यमा नायिका इव सर्वाङ्गसुन्दरा वर्तते. मध्यमव्यायोगः वा मध्यमः.
So मध्यमः.
It is beautiful in all its limbs, like a slender-waisted heroine.
So तनुमध्यमा नायिका इव मध्यमः मध्यमव्यायोगः सर्वाङ्गसुन्दरः वर्तते. It is beautiful in all its elements.
Just but Anna that Gatotkaja is the hero. Tanu Madhyama illa.
Is there no heroine in that? Only hero?
No heroine.
I don't think so.
Bhima is the Madhyama there, actually.
You don't need, in Ekanki, you don't need a heroine.
Heroine. Oh, okay.
Too short.
Evam
अन्य अपि कवेरस्य कृतयः Madhuratara eva. Other works of this poet are also very sweet. Shaktitrayam Rajaniti cha yatarham varnayamasa.
Rajanitim.
Shaktitrayam Rajaniti cha.
Rajanitim cha. Karmapadam.
Oh yeah, Rajanitim, it is not there. Okay. Rajanitim cha yatarham varnayamasa. Three triad of powers. What is the Shakti?
Prabhu Shakti, Mantra Shakti, Kriya Shakti. These are the three Shaktis of a king. So Prabhu Shakti is his power, that is sovereignty. And the Alumayingrolya, adu. And then Mantra Shakti is his power of counsel. Kriya Shakti is the power of action. So these are the three powers of a king. So Shakti Trayam, Rajaniti, the politics, Yatharham Varnayamasa, as it deserves, as it is appropriate, he has described it wherever he can find the space for that.
In all of his natakams. Okay. Vedanam Shastranam cha Parigyanam Katha Sannivesham Anusritya Prakati Chakara. So he revealed his understanding and expertise in Vedas and Shastra, in scriptures, everything. According to the story arrangement, he has revealed all his expertise in Vedic knowledge and Shastric knowledge.
And that is, wherever it was necessary, he tried to put in his knowledge of Vedas and Shastras. So, Katha Sannivesham Anusritya, without destroying the thread of the story. So, Katha Sannivesham, the arrangement of the story, Anusritya. By following the same storyline, he tried to reveal in between.
So, there is no dream song sequence and all unnecessary.
Dream sequence irukku. Ana dream song எல்லாம் கிடையாது. In Swapna Vasavattam there is a dream scene.
Yeah. Katha vastunah patranam rasasya cha pariposhanam kavirayam siddhahastah iti
Pariposhane
परिपोषणे कविरयं सिद्धहस्तः इति पण्डितप्रकाण्डानाम् आशयः. The opinion of eminent scholars,
Prakanda Sreshtha. So Pandita Sreshthanam Ashayah.
So this poet is very skilled in nourishing the story substance, the characters, as well as the rasa.
So Katha Vastu is the moolam, source, plot of the story. Katha Vastu. And Patram is character. Rasasya cha Pariposhane. And in the nurturing of the rasa, Ayam Kavihi Siddhahastaha. Kai Ternavarangarola. Siddhahastha. Tamil madri edhirikku.
Expert hand, skilled hand.
Skilled hand in all this. Yeah.
भासनाटकानां कालिकानां च मितः भेदो दृश्यते. So there is a difference seen between Bhasa's plays and those of latter
Those
time.
which belong to latter time.
Latter times, subsequent time plays and Bhasa's plays, there is a kind of difference very visibly seen there. भासनाटिकेषु सूत्रधारप्रवेशानन्तरमेव नान्दीपठनं निबद्धम्. In Bhasa's plays, only after the entry of Sutradhara, the Nandi Shlokam is coming.
If you look at Kalidasa's plays, it will be said, or even in some other plays, Amrichakitikam kuda nanikre Nandyante pravishati tataf pravishati sutradharaha abdin varum. So which means they all stand behind the screen and then say the shloka, beginning shloka, then the character enters in, the sutradhara enters in. But that is how a lot of traditionally also, if you look at plays, that's how people do. For example, vande enakku em personally theriyumna Viveka Fine Arts was by Cho Ramaswamy had this Viveka Fine Arts play, and they adla irukra iva vande they used to stand behind the screen and then recite one set of shlokas. They have a prayer. So on the every time before the whole thing starts, they recite the prayer and then the entry comes in. There are some people who start off with ஆண்டவா என்ன காப்பாத்து அப்படின்னு உள்ள வருவா, எங்களை எல்லாரையும் காப்பாத்துவா அப்படின்னு. The first line will always be that pranamaha, in a way of namaskara or ashirvada kind. People follow that dialogue also. If you have seen stage plays, you'll know. Tamil, at least they've maintained it. I don't know about other languages. Definitely in Tamil drama world, they've maintained that.
Cho dramas.
Cho வந்து ஃபுல்லா பிரேயரே உண்டு, அது எனக்கு தெரியும். மத்ததுல எல்லாம் எப்படின்னா they don't have a prayer behind, but when they enter they will do this. Like I think S.V. Shekhar drama எடுத்தேன்னா இல்லைன்னா if you look at YG Mahendra's YGP plays, அதெல்லாம் அப்படிதான் வருவா. They will enter like that. இவர் R.S. Manohar, they had one prayer behind this curtain and then the character will enter in. அது மாதிரி.
So either the character enters.
The bell sound லாம் கேக்கும்.
ஆமா, இந்த கிடுகிடு மணி அடிச்சு பூஜை பண்ணி that is called Ranga Puja. அது வந்து நாடகத்துல, நாட்டிய சாஸ்திரத்துல there is a chapter dedicated to Ranga Puja. அந்த ஸ்டேஜுக்கு வந்து ஒரு பூஜை பண்ணிட்டு தான் you get in on stage.
Okay, Ranga Puja is before this, but what about Bharata says about whether Nandi Shlokam should happen before the Sutradhara entrance or after?
He has both.
What does that say?
That is both. There is both views. He records both.
Okay. इतरेषु नाटकेषु नान्दीपठनानन्तरमेव सूत्रधारप्रवेशः. So in other dramas, only after the Nandi shloka patanam, then only the Sutradhara's entry happens. प्रस्तावनायान्तु कवि प्रशंसनादिकं भासनाटकेषु नाद्रियते. So
in Prastavana, that is in that prologue kind where the Sutradhara and a Nata talks, usually what they do is they will tell you what is the occasion in which this play is being staged. Who is the playwright? What is the, there will be a prashamsa about the playwright also. So Kavi Prashamsanadikam Bhasanatakeshu na adriyate. It is not commended or it is not used, respected well in that. Adada avar and madri swaprashamsa he doesn't do in his nataka. Mudra Raksham
he doesn't do it. Okay.
Idula undu Shudraka Kavi, he has one big shloka Sraddhara meter lan nanikira in Mrichakatikam describing about the Kavi there.
Is that the only work he did?
Who? Yes, Shudraka Raja. Mrichakatikam is his only work. But Narayana also, it is his only work, Veni Samharam.
So one time wonder people and all cannot expect others to praise them, so they praise themselves.
இவாளுக்கு வந்து they wanted to write, that's all. They didn't want themselves known, probably. Who knows?
काव्यान्तरनाटकेषु तस्य प्राधान्यं दृश्यते. In others
I think kavyantara-natakeshu, not kavyantara-natakam. So anyah kavihi kavyantaram. So kavyantara-natakeshu, in the works of other poets.
Other poets. The praise about the Kavi and all is seen in that, in the Prastavana time. Who knows, maybe it's there in the middle also.
But I don't see it in Kalidasa's place.
It is there.
Even in Malvikarnimikram, he is praising, right?
He just says, Kalidasasya kriyayam katham parishada vartamana kavehe iti. You know, that's there. At least the mention of the Kavi is there.
Mention is there, but he doesn't say, my guru is this, I am this, either.
Avlavu dooram sollala. Adilla. If you see, Kalidasa grathita vastu Malavikagnimitram nama natakam asmin prayoktavyam iti adeshaha. At least the name of the poet is mentioned, whereas in Bhasa Natakas you don't have that name also.
Okay, got it.
एवम् अस्य अन्येषाञ्च रचनासु ईषद्भेदो दृश्यते. Therefore, there is a slight difference seen between the compositions
evam in
of
this
Bhasa
manner.
And in the compositions of Bhasa.
Evam na in this manner, whatever we have said,
this.
You know, because of these points.
Like this. Okay. Lakshananam lakshanikanam cha kalabheda iva tatra karanam syat. Like the difference in the time kalabhedah iva.
So evam asya anneshānca rachanasu ishadbedah drishyate. There seems to be a slight difference between his Bhasa's works and others' works. Just like how lakshananam lakshanikanancha kalabhedah iva tatra karanam syat. The reason there could be how there is a difference between the definition and not Bhasa, the definitions and lakshanikam, adhaadu the application of those definitions. Adhaadu there is always a difference between theory and practice. So what is being practiced and what is in theory, there is a vast difference of time between the two. In the same manner, probably there is such a difference that those who have given the lakshanam for how a natakam should be, that lakshana karta may have been at a very different time. When Bhasa had written the natakam, could have been at a different time. That kala bhedaha probably is a reason here,
contributing factor for this kind of difference. So rules have changed over time.
Yes,
so that's the reason why this is happening. Sahitya darpane drishyamanaha रूपक विभाग भासकाले
न अनुसृतः
इति. Okay.
मध्यम व्यायोगेन स्फुटी भवति.
Oh, there is a dash. Okay.
No, don't put a dash. No,
okay.
No danda.
Madhyama vyayogena sputi bhavati. So in Sahitya Darpana, the division of the dramatic works, the Rupaka, that is not followed in the Bhasa's time. So that is clearly seen in Madhyama Vyayoga.
It doesn't follow the rules that are there. Sahitya Darpanakara came in 14th century. Bhasa came in some 3rd century. So if at every point when a Lakshanakarta writes a work which is defining what is there, he will accommodate whatever is present and he will try to formulate a pattern. It may not be correct with reference to other, like for example in Puranas you find so many deviations from Sandhi rules. இப்போதான் பார்த்தோம் ஏன்னா ஈஸ்வரி iti அப்படினு தனியா ஆரம்பிக்கும். அது Sandhi rules wouldn't have been followed at all in such சவர்ண தீர்க்கா இருக்காது, அதெல்லாம் இருக்காது அந்த மாதிரி. Yeah.
So you don't the Lakshanakaras, because anyway Bhasa is before him, don't you need to look at Bhasa's work, and since it's a popular and well followed work,
probably it was not.
It?
It was not. See, look at what did we start off with? We started off with by saying when Kalidasa came in, probably he started losing his fame, which means it was gone completely. So Sahitya Darpanakara, Vishwanatha wrote his work. He did Appula and whatever manuscripts are available, they would probably use that to write the Lakshanam. And Sahitya Darpanakara wrote based on Dasharupakam. Dasharupakam was in 12th century. So by which time Kalidasa's plays were prominent and Bhasas were not so prominent. So they don't have to account for everything. Maybe only stray verses had followed through. So on the history how those things have translated theriyale namakku.
Okay. Etadiya
Bharatavakyeshu.
It's saying Bharatavakyeshu.
Illa. Bharatavakyam is the last verse in a natakam.
Bharatavakyeshu samalochiteshu Vishnu bhaktoyam iti spurati. So based on the ending verse seen in his Nataka, he is a devotee of Vishnu. That is what we can analyze from that.
Like how when we analyze Kalidasa, we know that he is a devotee of Shiva.
Okay. There is one Yatne krite yadina siddhyati kotra dosha.
Each one is different. These are all like Arthantaranyasa or proverbs. Yeah.
So if success is not achieved despite making effort, what fault is there? No fault.
Kartaras sulabhaloke vijñatarastu
durlabhaha. So doers are easily found in the world, but knowers of others' work and all who appreciate others' work are rare.
And not necessarily appreciate other works. Intelligent, brain tank is very difficult to find. You can find workers.
Okay. Udyoginam Purusha Simham Upaiti Lakshmi. Lakshmi approaches a man who is
who makes an effort.
Energetic and effort, who makes an effort. Ityadini etadiyani iti nigadyamanani va. Okay, ityadini etadiyani iti nigadyamanani shloka charanani kaverasya udatatayaha laukika vijnana naipunyasya cha udaharanani iti sham. So all these above mentioned stanzas and some other stanzas and all belong to this poet, and they are the examples of his generosity and his knowledge,
his noble mindedness, udara gunam, his exalted vision,
his
lofty ideals,
ideals and skill in the laukika vijnanam, the worldly knowledge, and
so these are ityadini, these etadiyani belonging to him. They say that it belongs to Bhasa. Nigadyamanani shloka charanani ite nigadyamanani, the shloka verses which are being said, nigadyamanani, which are being said, called as his, show are examples attributed to him, are examples of this Kavi's udattata, his lofty nature or ideal high-mindedness, and his laukika vijnana naipunyam, his skill in sociology.
And there is no poetic skill.
இல்ல அதெல்லாம் சொல்லல, இது அர்த்தாந்தரநியாசம் only. Poetic பத்தி தான் அவரே முன்னாடியே in a poetic way the author has said everything. அதனால okay. So
Tisham, what is that? Udaharana
Itisham ஆச்சுன்னு அர்த்தம், அவ்வளவுதான். இது மங்களம்.